What is content repurposing and how to properly repurpose your content? In this video, what I want to share with you is the #1 strategy that all of the top entrepreneurs are talking about. From Gary Vaynerchuk to Peng Joon, everybody is talking about the fact that in 2020, you need to be repurposing your content. But what does that mean? Why is that the case? And how do you do it? So I'm going to break down 10 ways that you can simply and easily repurpose your content to stand out on social media and increase your impact, influence, and income in 2020. What's up, everyone? My name is Mike Sherrod. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, if you're new to my channel, I drop multiple videos every single week helping 6 to 9 figure entrepreneurs scale their business through personal branding, content marketing, and innovative social media strategies. So all that I ask in return, if you do get value from this, is a little thumbs up. Just drop a thumbs up below. We're all entrepreneurs. We're all trying to help each other grow, and I would deeply appreciate if you would do that for me. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. First off, what is content repurposing? And then I'm going to break down the 10 ways you can easily do it in order to make sure that you've got an effective and influential presence across the board on social media. So content repurposing is taking longer form pillar pieces of content and breaking it up into micro content so that you can natively place it on different platforms. Now, the reason why this is so important and so powerful is that most people are creating individual pieces of content for every single platform. That is not only incredibly inefficient, but it's very exhausting, and if you're outsourcing it, it can be very expensive. It takes a lot of time and effort to create individual pieces of content when you could just take the longer form piece, look at the most impactful moments within it, and then break it down and distribute it according to the unique audience on each separate platform. So this is one of the primary services that my company, High Converting Content, does. Entrepreneurs simply just send us their raw unedited footage. We professionally edit it with motion graphics, branding, and video overlay to make it incredibly engaging, and then we repurpose it for every social media platform, optimize it, and then distribute it in the most impactful way possible. So if you want to know more information about how to get everything I'm about to talk to you done for you, simply just drop a comment or send me an email, and I'd be glad to have a little strategy call with you. But otherwise, let's get right into it. And the first thing that we need to understand is how to actually create the pillar piece of content. And what is pillar content? So pillar content is a longer form piece of content. Typically, this is going to be something like a YouTube video, a keynote or public speaking engagement, something like a podcast, but making sure that you're recording the video as well as the audio, or maybe even a lengthy Facebook Live. So all 4 of those options are great for long form pillar piece of content because it's got enough length to provide a ton of different value on different topics, and then you're going to be able to further distribute it down using the 10 strategies I'm about to drop right now. Now, the first piece of micro content you should be breaking out of your pillar content is for Instagram. So with our clients, we oftentimes break it out 3 different times. We've got Instagram stories, Instagram TV, Instagram feed. So that way we can take, by analyzing, looking at the data, looking at the analytics, and seeing what is the most engaging parts of the YouTube video, we're able to break that down strategically so that we can make sure that we have the biggest impact and influence when we post it on Instagram. Now, number 2 is actually TikTok. Now, TikTok's a very controversial one. Not many people like it, but everybody understands it's relevant. So we make it easy for you. The best way to do it is just take, again, a little clip. Maybe it could be a blooper. Maybe it could just be like a little impactful moment that comes from the pillar piece of content, and put some funny overlays or the right type of audio that you can put on. Maybe it's a motivational moment or a funny moment or an inspirational moment, whatever you might have at your disposal. But take a piece of content, maybe 15 seconds of it, and just make sure that you toss it on TikTok. Creating content natively for TikTok can be very taxing. I know it. I've done it. I've helped a lot of other people do it. And if you can just repurpose a bit of your content that's already existing and post it on there, you're going to see that it's going to make it a lot easier to grow your following on TikTok and take a lot of the load off of you. Number 3 is actually Facebook content or a Facebook ad. Oftentimes what we do with our clients when they're creating some of the strategic pieces of video content that we get them to, there's pieces of content within their pillar piece of content that are actually strategically placed for Facebook ads. So you're actually able to get incredible ad material out of your video content just simply by structuring it the right way and making sure that you're engaging people on an emotional level. So we like to sprinkle that in so that not only engages the audience watching the pillar content, but it's actually an incredible way to get high converting Facebook ads for video views as well. Number 4 is a LinkedIn article. Now, why a LinkedIn article, not a LinkedIn post? Let me explain. Similar to Instagram Live, whenever you go live on Instagram, it notifies your entire audience. Well, similarly with LinkedIn, whenever you post an article, not a post, but an article, it notifies all of your connections, which is incredible for brand awareness, staying top of mind, and also increasing your engagement. So oftentimes what we do is we take our pillar content, we transcribe it, get our copywriters to completely rewrite it from scratch, optimize it, flood it with keywords, backlinks, and all the stuff that you need in order to get the best results. And then we publish that with images and infographics as a LinkedIn article. So again, engaging their audience, reminding them that they're active on the platform, and doing something that is just going to continue to make sure that they're a top of mind within their target demographic. Number 5 is taking that LinkedIn article, revising it a little bit, and then putting it on Medium or a blog on your website. So again, if you do these properly and you're starting to see a trend here where you can reuse content but just tweaking it slightly to make sure that it's proper for each and every platform, you have an incredible opportunity to get multiple pieces of content with every single thing that you do. So posting it on Medium is going to get you into a new audience reach, and then posting it on your website is going to start to increase SEO power of your website. Number 6, infographics. Now, I talked recently with the founders of Boss Babes. They now have over 2 million Instagram followers and are growing at an incredible rate. They're about to hit 8 figures this year. Super proud of them. But we were asking them what is the most engaging post they have, and they said, without a doubt, it's infographics. So infographics, again, are kind of little pictorial graphics that show a message, share a story, share an impactful moment. And those are an incredible way. So you can oftentimes take what you're talking about in the video, whether it be the top 5 things to avoid, the top 5 things to do if you're trying to achieve this, and you can simply turn that into an infographic. And by doing so, you're going to get a lot more engagement. Why does it get more engagement? It's visually and aesthetically pleasing. It also oftentimes lends itself really well to being shared and saved by other entrepreneurs, which increases its algorithmic power. So infographics are incredible in 2019 and 2020 and going forward. So I do highly recommend introducing those, and the best way to tie them into your content is simply by making infographics about your content. Number 7 is quotes. Quotes are also very shareable and very savable. So these are something that, again, prompt other people to share your content organically. I like to post certain specific quotes that resonate with my brand and my mission and my vision on my Instagram. You can also share them across LinkedIn and Facebook as well. Make sure that you start introducing quotes. Now, these can either be quotes from your pillar content, if you happen to say something that's powerful, emotional, impactful, or if you just want to start posting quotes that relate to your brand in general, go ahead and do that. But I oftentimes find that when you can take quotes from something you've actually said, then again, it's going to drive additional traffic to that content and that initial video, because people want to see what other bombs you're dropping in there. Now, number 8 is an ebook or a lead magnet. This is great for monetizing your content as well as building up your email list. So I do recommend it to be free, but I say monetization because you're able to get people into your email list, and then you're able to remarket to them for other courses or products that you have. But by taking some of the content that you have in your videos and then translating it over to a PDF and creating a value-added free download guide, if you integrate this with ClickFunnels, which again, my company does for people, you can simply start to grow very quickly your email list and start to build a strong database in your target audience. And that's going to really help you when you start to launch a new product, a new service, and ultimately they're going to become familiar with you. So if you can take some of your most engaged videos and turn that into a free lead magnet and start to drive traffic and build that database, that's going to do wonders the next time you launch something new for your business. Number 9, second last, is a webinar. So these are super powerful. If you do have a higher ticket course, if you do have a higher ticket service that you offer, then taking the most important information from your pillar pieces of content, especially if it's a keynote or something of the like, and what you're talking about in that video is something that you actually offer to people, it's a service or a product that you have, then turning that into a webinar is incredibly powerful because you've already spoken about it, you've likely already got the presentation about it. Turning it into a webinar is actually going to complete the circle, because then people can download your free guide, opt into your funnel, go watch your webinar, and then eventually buy your product or service. So it's a great way to monetize your content. It's also a great way to take what you've already done and turn it into something that is very powerful, influential, and can produce a lot of income. And the final thing is email campaigns. It's actually a great way to engage your audience. For me, if you don't understand the YouTube algorithm, one of the top 3 most important aspects of it is launch velocity. So that's how many people are engaging with it within the first 24 hours. The best way to include your launch velocity of the video that you just put out is by including an email about it as soon as it goes out. So using the thumbnail, including some keywords and some enticing copy, and then sending that out. So you get another email out of it that you can blast out to your audience, increase your engagement, increase your launch velocity, and ultimately start to increase the result on your content. So there you have it. If you have any questions about content repurposing, or if you want my team to do it for you like we're doing for a ton of other entrepreneurs, feel free to drop a comment below. Otherwise, thank you so much for tuning in, supporting my channel. Please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. Check out this video over here, and we will see you next time.